So I wanted to talk about something today that I've been noticing, and it is the fact that guys get rheumatoid arthritis also. I know. You see, 10 years ago or so, we used to have some strong male RA voices on the internet and guys talking about it. But lately, I've just seen more and more that people are getting exactly what they think, which is ambulatory women of certain ages talking about their RA, and everything seems to be geared towards that more and more lately, enough for me to notice. And I think that, that's fine. That's inside people's comfort zone. But you know me, I'm nothing if I don't like to push people outside of their comfort zone. So we're going to talk about having RA as a guy, what it's like, excuse me, and some of the concerns. So I know it's out of fashion today to say it, but there are differences between men and women. I know. I know I'm going to get a lot of angry tweets for that one, but there are differences, and especially when it comes to having RA or any chronic illness, okay? You see, it even started years ago, like when my mom would go into the gym class when I was in elementary school. They told her, "Oh, I think the problem with your son is too much mothering." I'm like, really? Too much mothering? It swelled up my knees? Really? That's interesting. Never heard of that before, but okay. And then in high school, we've done enough for your son. He can walk from one end of the building to the other without being late for class. I think they would have done that to someone's daughter. I don't know. But it's not like it's anything new. But there are distinct differences between men and women when it comes to RA, and a lot of that has to do with the way that gender roles have been played out for years. Now, that's definitely lessening these days, and that is great. The whole men, bring home the food and women stay at home, that seems to be changing, and that's amazing. It really is, especially for people who have chronic illness, who have been sort of ascribed to those roles. And that's great for people who are newly diagnosed. That's great for this generation coming up. But for people around my age who have lived with it for a while, it still plays a lot into our thinking. Men still in the workforce, still men make more than women. Still, which is a shame, but still it happens. And, when you're talking about in relationships is really where it comes into play. Like the man, they're always expected to be the one to do the handiwork or to do the physical, moving the sofa when it needs to be moved. And although that is, you can get your significant other to help you, that's sort of ingrained, sort of built into our brains by now, sort of baked in. And it's an emasculating feeling when you're not able to do those things. Oh, can you help me with this? Like, no, I can't. I can't help you with it. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to traditionally be the one who helps, but I can't. And that feels bad, especially for a man, someone who's supposed to be able to do those things lickety-split. Okay, and that weighs on you, and I know this doesn't get talked about a lot, but it's there, and it's real. And there's also a whole nother host of issues that we have yet to talk about, and that's the whole relationship and sex department when it comes to men with RA. I mean, men, and I know people are going to disagree with this, but men just without even thinking link their relationship health and their relationship psyche to sex and the stuff that goes on in the bedroom. It's just the way guys are. I'm not apologizing for it. I'm not saying that that's every guy, but a lot. And when it comes to RA and medications and everything, it's sort of like it is. Like for me, it's I get to choose between pain pills and no libido, or no pain pills and pain, but probably libido. It's something I have to think about. If I want to be able to rise to the occasion, I'm going to have to just cut out the pain pills. And then, so what happens if you don't? Well, I think every guy watching this knows exactly how you feel when you don't perform, when you're not able to perform. It's emasculating, it's embarrassing, it's humiliating. Of course, your partner is going to tell you, don't worry about it. It happens, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal to us. Okay, and when a disease like RA takes something like that from you as a guy, it's devastating. Let's be honest. When you can't do the things in a relationship that you're expected to do, whether you're with a man or a woman or whoever you're with, you're gutted, And then there's the whole thing of meeting somebody new. I'm single now, and I have to worry about, what's going to happen when I meet somebody new? I have to think about this stuff, and God forbid something happens the first time. I'll never see them again. Come on, we all know that's true. These are the things that guys think about when it comes to RA, and we don't like talking about them. Even now, I've got this voice right now in the back of my head screaming at me, what are you doing? Why are you talking about this? You're an idiot. No one's going to ever want to date you. Don't talk about this stuff. We've got that voice built in, baked into us. And that's why you don't hear a lot of male voices with RA, because we're sort of brought up to not talk about stuff like this, not talk about our feelings, not talk about that we're hurting. No, don't cry in public. Don't cry in front of people. I still don't like crying in front of people. I know it's ridiculous, especially in this day and age. I shouldn't be worried about any of that stuff, but I still do because I'm a guy, and those are the things that I've absorbed. It was my dad, it was my grandfather. I don't even think it was. It's just things that I've absorbed: television, movies, society, and the things that I subconsciously think I should be doing as a guy. And that's why it's different when you're a guy with RA. It's different because you are expected to do things that you can less easily say, no, I can't do that, and feel all right with it, than I think some things that women can do that with. And I know this is a touchy subject. Another thing, when I was married, I used to think, what am I going to do if I have sons? Sons are climbing over everything, climbing trees, playing sports, doing, building forts, wrestling. I can't do any of that stuff. What am I going to do if they want to do that stuff? Just not do it? Ask their mother to do it? Not participate? That would break my heart. These are the things that cross your mind when you're a guy with RA or any chronic illness. These are the things that you think about, and that's why it is different. And you're allowed to be different. But it is different when you're a guy with RA. There's more to discuss, obviously. I'll probably write a piece about this to go into it in more detail, but I just wanted to comment on it now because it seems to be happening more and more in medicine ads, in Facebook page ads that I see, in discussions, in articles. It's always geared towards women, ambulatory women. We're not even going to talk about the fact that people in wheelchairs aren't discussed. That's a whole other ball of wax. But women, and really, we need to get those male voices back, because 1 in 4 of us have RA. It's not a majority, but it's not nothing either. Okay? Anyway, thanks for watching. Share it, please, with your friends. Let them know guys get RA too. Subscribe, watch the videos, write an email, comment. We'll talk. All right? Be kind, rewind. Keep on keeping on. Okay? Talk soon.